we're going to discuss attack simulation in our risk control product. The first steps is to obviously model your network by obtaining all of the configurations of all of the different devices on the network. We've created some business units and assets, so we've grouped our assets together and given them risk metrics. We've imported all of the vulnerabilities from all the different types of scanners we may have in our organization, and we've created some threat origins of where our attack simulation should begin. So the threat origins are where the attack simulation begins. Our business units and assets are what different assets will be attacked in that simulation. Once we've run our attack simulation task, we then can go to risk and exposure tab and find that we can look at the data in a variety of different ways. We can look at it by business assets by risk, vulnerabilities by risk, or as I like to know, what are the most important vulnerabilities in my organizations that can be directly attacked from all of my attack points. And I quickly can see here that I have 10 vulnerabilities that can be directly or are directly exposed from all the different attack points in my organization. I can then look at one of them in Attack Explorer, and I quickly see that the internet hacker is the highlighted route, which means it is the one that is most critical or has the biggest risk in my organization. And from here, I can show the access route and determine which ACLs are giving me access to this vulnerability. I can look at the vulnerability itself, and I can see that there's 4 vulnerabilities that can go in the DMZ DNS, and actually there's 4 of them that are directly exposed. I was just looking at the buffer overflow one, but there's also a WFTPD one. And at this point, I know that these 4 vulnerabilities can be directly attacked from the internet, and I should do something about remediation. At this process point, I can start a process. I can create a ticket, determine the solutions I want. I can make comments or attachments, and I can integrate these tickets with my external ticketing systems, such as things like Remedy or HP OpenView, so that someone else can work on that ticket. So this is how I would go about looking at attacks and doing attack simulation on risk exposure.